everybody, and welcome to another exciting installment of Wrestling Rampage. The two-man band is back.
The two-man band is back right here on Wrestling Rampage, right here on the Mothership.
Yep.
And right here on the Mothership today, we're going to be discussing and talking about and reviewing WWE Royal Rumble 2004. We ended up doing 2005, ending the 2005 year, and we went with the second vote of the largest group, and that was 2004. So, we are doing 2004 for you guys. You guys wanted it. We're doing it for you guys right here, right now.
Yes.
Here we go. WWE Royal Rumble 2004, the DVD review for you guys. January 25th, 2004. It is a Raw and SmackDown brand pay-per-view. Sponsored by one of the greatest consoles of all time, in my opinion. PlayStation 2.
Yes. The greatest console ever made, PlayStation 2. Everyone gets pissed off when we play it. How about you suck my dick?
Yeah.
Okay. PlayStation 2 is still the best game. It still is the best system of all time, in my opinion. Still is. Better than the PS4. Better than fucking Xbox
This is the thing.
One.
PlayStation 2 had a lot of game titles that have a lot of good replay value.
Yes.
Once you beat something on the PS4,
it gets old.
Fuck that game.
Yeah. I have Madden in there, and I beat that about 50 million times. I get tired of it.
There you go. And the theme song for Royal Rumble 2004, a great song.
Yes, it is.
One of my favorites is Nothing Left to Lose by Puddle of Mud.
Yes, great song, great band. I love Puddle of Mud. Hell yeah.
Great song. Go check it out on YouTube. Type it in or type in Royal Rumble 2004.
Yeah, type it in on Spotify or iTunes.
Yeah, or whatever you want to put it on. Great song. Go listen to it, and it'll blow your mind. At the WIFCO Center.
Oh, we didn't go to Wells Fargo.
No, not Wells Fargo. The WIFCO Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Oh, they didn't go to Wells Fargo this time.
No. The Heat match for you guys, which is available on the DVD.
Yes, which is available on the DVD.
Yeah, so you can watch the Heat match on the 2004 Royal Rumble. It is Victoria with Stevie Knight Heat.
Yes, Steven Richards.
Versus WWE Women's Champion Molly Holly.
Yes, and this was a great match.
It was a
really good match. Molly Holly versus Victoria was a great opening Heat match. It got the crowd on a roar. Okay, it got the crowd going.
But Victoria ends up getting Molly off the turnbuckle from a superplex. And kind of crotches Molly, and ends up getting her set up for the Widow's Peak.
Yes.
Widow's Peak. You don't get up from the Widow's Peak.
Yeah, Widow's Peak. 1, 2, 3. Victoria defeats women's champion Molly Holly.
That's right, and it is available on the extras on the DVD set. Not only that, but we're gonna go ahead and get the extras right here for you guys. Except for one thing, which we're gonna mention it last. You got the promos of some of the big matches for the WWE Championship match, which we're going to get into.
Yeah, which we'll get into the World Heavyweight Championship match,
the Royal Rumble match itself.
Yeah, the Royal Rumble match,
and Eddie and Chavo.
Yes.
Then we get some Heat interviews with Mark Henry and Theodore Arlong when they were coming out of getting their drawing number.
Yep.
Where he's like, they're just trying to keep the black man down.
Yeah, this is haterization.
Kurt Angle.
Yep, Kurt Angle.
Which, he didn't really say that too much.
No, he said he's going to win the Rumble for the Armed Forces.
Yeah, for the Armed Forces, but we're going to find out how that goes. And then one of my favorites was Eddie Guerrero's interview for Heat. Tommy, why don't you go ahead and say it?
Eddie Guerrero, you know the feud with Chavo,
Chavo turned on him.
Chavo turned on Eddie and everything. And Chavo sucks, by the way.
Yeah. And he had his daddy out there,
too.
and
he had his daddy out there. I'm sorry. I was never a Chavo Guerrero Sr. fan. I'm just being honest.
No.
Eddie Guerrero cut a great promo, and the ending was fucking great, okay? He goes, Chavito, I'm gonna beat you up, S.A.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Go back and watch that. Chavito, I'm gonna beat you up, S.A.
I fucking love it.
But anyway, going back, we're going to go into the first match of Royal Rumble 2004. It is a Raw match. It is a tables match where the World Tag Team titles are on the line. win the champions. Evolution.
Oh, Ric Flair and Batista. Charles Reed Fowler's probably the greatest tag team of all time. Charles Reed Fowler.
Batista and Ric Flair.
Anything Batista does, he thinks it's the greatest thing in the world.
Because if you don't remember, at Armageddon, they walked out with all 4 fucking titles on Raw.
Yeah, they did.
Yep. Randy's Intercontinental Champion, Trips is the World Heavyweight Champion, and Batista and Ric Flair are the Tag Team Champions. As they take on the Dudley Boys.
Yes, Devon and Bubba Ray, the Dudley Boys, versus Ric Flair and Batista. It was an okay table match.
It
was a little short.
Yeah, it was a pretty short match, but then again, this is the Rumble, and so it was a pretty short match. Coach ends up getting involved.
Yeah, Jonathan Coachman, he took a 3D on Raw.
On Raw.
And my favorite, when they showed the highlights of that Raw, and telling fucking Jonathan Coachman tells the Dudley Boys to get out of the ring, right? And he's going to count to 3, and Coach starts counting, right? And you see Devon doing all this, right? I'll laugh my ass
He's
off.
getting pumped up for it.
And then 3D, they injure Jonathan Coachman.
But he ends up getting involved. Evolution saves Coach's skin.
Yep.
And Batista ends up grabbing Devon and spine busters to the table.
Yes, and Ric Flair and Batista are still World Tag Team Champions.
Still World Tag Team Champions. Evolution, Batista and Ric Flair. Then we get into a SmackDown match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship when Rey Mysterio takes on Jamie by God Noble with his girlfriend, Nydia, when she was actually blind.
Yes.
If you guys remember, Tajiri ended up spitting the mist right into
the black mist.
The black mist. The mist, all sorts of colors, but the black mist is what blinds you. Remember that. Remember that. So he Tajiri spits the black mist into Nydia's face, and she's blind. So she's walking around with the Ronnie Millsap glasses and the fur coat.
Yep, the fur coat that Jamie Noble bought.
The $5,000 fur coat. But honestly, a pretty good match.
Yes, it was. It was a pretty decent, good cruiserweight match.
I mean, I've always liked Jamie Noble.
Oh yeah, Jamie Noble's fucking great.
But
and Rey Mysterio's great also.
Yeah. Well, Rey hit heights where cruiserweights weren't hitting, and I always enjoyed Jamie Noble. But what happened is Nydia ends up grabbing Jamie Noble's foot by accident.
By accident, and
619.
619 by Rey Mysterio. Then as Michael Cole and Taz called it, which is sucky to me, dropping the dime, but you might as well call it the springboard leg drop.
Springboard leg drop.
1, 2, 3, and Rey Mysterio beats Jamie Noble. And my favorite. Right? Jamie Noble lost, of course, to Rey Mysterio. And he goes, Nitty, what did you do? You know what you cost me, baby?
You know what you cost me, baby?
But, it's fucking hilarious.
But then we get into one of the major matches, or they say is a major match for Royal Rumble. We get Chavito Guerrero, Guerrero with his daddy, Chavo Sr.
Chavo Classic.
Yeah, Chavo Classic, whatever you want to call him at this point. Versus Eddie Guerrero.
Yes.
If you guys remember, they lost the WWE Tag Team titles to the Bashams.
Oh, I gotta do this, okay?
Yeah.
It ain't about Eddie. It ain't about Eddie all the time, bro.
That's what Chavo said. Yeah, and so, Chavo says, I can't even look at you.
Yeah.
And all this shit. And I was like,
and he's the one who should be losing the matches anyway.
Yeah, Chavo should be the one losing the matches anyway. And
I'm just being honest.
So, they ended up getting back together for one more match to try to take on the Bashams.
Yeah, and fucking Chavo just sits there like a bump on a log.
Yeah, he goes. And he just sits the chair down and watches fucking...
the Bashams beat the fuck out of Eddie.
Yeah.
And then he gets in the ring and was going to help him up, and all he does is punch him in the face.
Which led to this match. And Eddie's like, my family, my familia turned on me.
Yep.
So that's what happens. A pretty short match.
It was a short match. It was okay. I have to say...
shit, I thought the Cruiserweight match was better than this match.
I'm going to be honest. It wasn't because of Eddie Guerrero either. It wasn't because of Eddie Guerrero.
Chavo drags it down.
It was because of Chavo. It was because of Chavo. This match just wasn't that good.
But
fucking Eddie Guerrero fucking does the Three Amigos, Frog Splash, 1, 2, 3. He beats Chavo Guerrero. Does Eddie Guerrero?
Did you see Chavo Senior coming?
Then Chavo Senior tries to get in the ring. He gets punched. He does a fucking shitty flip. And then fucking my favorite. You want to tell you what my favorite was?
What?
All right, he grabs Chavo Classic, right? It starts tying them that necktie law in, right?
Yeah,
in the bottom rope. And you hear Chavo, right? And then fucking Eddie starts bloodying fucking Chavo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And freaking grabs Chavo, brings him to his fucking daddy, right? What are you doing, man? That's your kid.
Yeah, that's your kid.
That's your kid. What did you do to him, man? That's your kid.
Okay, Tommy, the time has arrived.
Yes, the time has arrived, baby.
SmackDown main event.
Oh, can I do it?
Go ahead.
Can I do it? For the WWE Championship. Remember, this is a SmackDown main event, okay?
Yeah, SmackDown.
I'm going to go ahead and start with the weakest. Can I go ahead? We got, for the SmackDown main event, the WWE Championship on the line, Hardcore Holly versus Brock Lesnar.
What?
Hardcore Holly versus Brock Lesnar.
When was Hardcore
Let me
Holly?
say that for the fucking third time. Hardcore Holly versus Brock Lesnar.
When was Hardcore in the main event?
When the fuck was Hardcore Holly and his blue jeans a main eventer?
Blue jeans.
Can you imagine? Well, when the fuck was Hardcore Holly a main eventer? He's just U.S. Championship status. When the fuck did he deserve a fucking main event?
Well, what happened was Brock ends up fucking dropping Hardcore Holly on his head.
And you know what the funny part was? Hardcore Holly's promo on this, okay? You know, I'm going to do what Brock did to me. I'm going to do it to him! Or some shit.
Yeah.
You know? I'm going to do what you done to me! And all this shit. And you know what?
He broke.
Fucking Brock Lesnar fucking powerbombed Hardcore Holly, and he broke his neck
around the end of 2002.
Yeah, and he comes back a year and a half. He wants to get revenge on Brock Lesnar, and fucking Hardcore Holly trying to be a main event player when he wasn't taking a whiff in the main event. You know.
He wasn't taking a whiff?
No, he wasn't even taking a whiff of the cooch smell, okay? You know, he wasn't even smelling the goddamn
This
main
match
event.
sucked.
This is probably the worst Brock Lesnar match I've ever seen. This makes this new era Brock Lesnar bad, good, okay? This makes the new era Brock Lesnar matches like fucking like 5 stars, okay? This fucking match was the shits. The crowd was dead as this motherfucking match. They were fucking dead as fucking. They're fucking sitting there and fucking eating nachos and all this shit while this match was going on.
This would have been the concession stand.
This would have been the fucking concession stand match. This match was boring as shit. The only time this motherfucker got a pop is the finish.
Yeah.
You know, fucking Hardcore Holly got caught in the F5. The crowd popped. 1, 2, 3. Brock Lesnar destroys Hardcore Holly. And fucking Brock Lesnar with an easy fucking title defense that he's ever had in the history of his title reigns.
We took on Hardcore Holly.
Hardcore Holly. Give me a fucking break.
Now we went from the shits to the best.
Yeah, finally we got something good.
Raw match. It's a last man standing match for the World Heavyweight Championship with the champion. Triple H takes on his former friend, Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
7 years.
Yes.
Is what they 7 years of friendship. And Shawn, you had me carry your bags. You know, I was a lackey to you and all this shit.
Yeah, this was a great fucking last man standing match.
Yes. Great feud also.
Oh yeah, Shawn Michaels versus Triple H feud is probably my favorite Triple H feud of all time.
And Shawn goes, you know, Triple H, you know, I came back at SummerSlam 2002.
Don't forget he was wearing those blue jeans at that time.
The blue jeans and cowboy boots.
Yeah, cowboy boots. Don't forget he had his tape on too.
Well, of course.
And the Christian tape.
But I got ripped off at the end.
Well, still he's wearing it.
Well, anyway, he goes. You want to sit here and claim how you're the best wrestler on? I came back at SummerSlam 2002 and I beat you. And he goes, well, guess what, Shawn? Who was the one that walked out, Shawn?
Yeah, this last man standing match was fucking great.
Michaels ends up doing a springboard crossbody, ends up missing Triple H, going through the Spanish announce table. Of course, it has to be the Spanish announce table. Yeah, of course it does. And he ends up blading and getting cut, and he's fucking pissing blood pretty bad. Triple H gets a chair shot to the face with the hand up.
Yep, and he blades.
He ends up bleeding. And the one thing that I enjoyed about this is, they were slaughtering each other, right?
This match was fucking great.
Fucking Triple H kept getting him down. He goes, "Stay down, Sean!"
Yeah, stay down, Sean!
But,
And then Shawn Michaels, he got the pedigree on him, and he gets up at 9, and here comes Triple H running after him. He hits the Sweet Chin music. The referee counts to the count of 10. They both didn't answer the 10 count. And this is how stupid Philly is. Philly, you suck. You ain't never winning the Super Bowl. I'm going to give you a heads up right now.
The Eagles are going down.
You're going down in the Super Bowl, fucking Eagles, okay? You can't win anything. Philly, the only thing you got good for you is good cheesesteaks. That's all you got. This match was fucking great, and the crowd booed this match at the end. All because of the goddamn finish.
Yeah, because
give me a break.
Because now
they put on a great fucking match and they boo it.
Because it's a draw, because both men couldn't get up at the count of 10, so still the World Heavyweight Champion is Triple H, and they're like, boo.
The crowd was booing the match. Like, give me a fucking break.
So you'd rather see fucking Brock Lesnar and Hardcore Holly?
Yeah, have a straight finish.
Have a shitty goddamn match and a straight finish. Triple H ends up getting carried out on a gurney.
And Shawn Michaels gets carried out. He says he ain't getting on no gurney and fucking throws the gurney, but he gets help with Earl Hebner and one of the trainers.
Yep, to get carried to the back. And then we get Eric Bischoff comes out.
Yeah, Eric Bischoff comes out for no reason. I don't fucking know.
He comes out and says a Raw Superstar is going to win
he said a Raw Superstar is going to win the Royal Rumble. And then here comes Paul Heyman out.
Well, hold on. He goes, you guys here in Philly want to call this man a god because he put on some rinky-dink shows and some bingo hall.
And then here comes Paul Heyman, and all he does, come out, fucking throws the mic at Bischoff, and then
have a little scuffle.
No, they look like two women rolling around. They look like two fucking women rolling around the goddamn ring, wasting time.
Here comes the sheriff.
And then finally, here comes Sheriff Stone Cold Steve Austin on the four-wheeler with 316 flags.
Yes.
And he rides, and then he goes, "Who started it?" And fucking they're both pointing at each other, and then Austin says, "Well, let me stun Eric Bischoff," so he stuns him. And then he gives Paul Heyman a beer, right? And then he stuns him. Paul Heyman does a shitty flip after the end, after the stunner. Then Austin grabs the beers, don't do that. Then he gets on the four-wheeler. One of the beers falls off the four-wheeler, and then we're ready for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, so he heads to the back, and we're ready for the Royal Rumble match right here. Who comes out as number one? Chris Benoit,
because Paul Heyman said he was going to be number one.
You know what? You're going to be what? You're going to be number one, you son of a bitch.
And Chris Benoit had to be number one. And then entering at number two, Randy Orton.
The WWE Intercontinental Champion.
Yes, and representing Raw.
And
Chris Benoit's representing SmackDown.
And of course, they fight each other, blah, blah, blah. But then we end up getting... Kane ends up coming out.
Yeah.
And if you guys remember at Survivor Series 2003, Kane helped Mr. McMahon bury The Undertaker.
Yes.
And then we hear the gong.
Then the lights come on. I buried you alive. You shouldn't be alive. And then Booker T fucking eliminates Kane. And then what do we get? We get Spike Dudley walking out.
Chokeslam for his trouble.
He gets chokeslam for his trouble because Kane thinks it's Spike, I guess.
And then
so Spike Dudley's already eliminated. He didn't even get a chance.
Pretty much.
He's still in the Rumble. He's got the Curtis Axel record. How long has he been in the Royal Rumble? This is 2004. So how many years has it been now? He's been in the Rumble.
2018. So 14 years.
He's been in the Royal Rumble for 14 years. With Spike Dudley.
But anyway, we end up getting everybody gets eliminated except for Benoit and Orton because they started out, and then we get Ernest the Cat Miller.
Ernest the Cat Miller comes out
with Mo.
And he comes in. And all he does is dance. And
somebody call my mom
with Brodus Clay's theme, but it's actually Ernest the Cat Miller's theme.
That's right.
And fucking all they do is just throw him out quickie.
Chris Benoit grabs Mo.
And fucking there goes the wig.
There goes the wig.
And then fucking Taz, the wig's eliminated.
The wig's eliminated. So he tosses Mo over.
And then fucking Randy Orton throws Ernest Miller out.
Which was a little awesome segment, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just a little comedy relief. And then Test ends up coming out at 21. But, we hear the Test music.
And he ain't coming out yet.
Test.
And everyone's like, where's he at?
Yeah, where's he at? And then there's the referees and some of the officials out there, and there's Test laid out, knocked out, and Stone Cold goes, what the hell happened here? And
what did you do? That was my 21 entry, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. You know what? You're number 21. Get your ass out there.
And he wouldn't go, and the person,
go!
And the person wouldn't go. I said, get your ass to the brick. And then we're waiting for 21. We hear the goddamn theme music. Here comes Mick Foley.
That's right.
Just Shay, he points.
If you guys remember, Randy Orton ends up spitting in Mick's
and
face.
said that he's the new hardcore legend.
Yes.
And remember, at first they called Mick Foley a coward because he never showed up.
He had a seat at Royal Rumble to come out there to sit in the crowd. He never showed up, and Taz is like,
you said on Raw that you'll call him a coward if he's
goes,
not here.
You know what, Mick Foley's a coward.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it. It hurts me to say it, but he's a coward. And then he ends up beating up Test, taking the 21 spot.
Here comes Mick Foley. He goes right after Randy Orton. They have big fucking big smiles in the Rumble. Then Mick Foley does the fucking clothesline. They both go over. Bang, bang!
Yeah. Ends up getting, getting a little hardcore, slamming each other.
And then here comes Christian out while Mick Foley and Randy Orton are still beating the fuck out of
the
each other.
camera's on them.
Yeah.
Fuck Christian.
Fuck Christian's entrance. Let's go back to Mick Foley and Randy Orton. And then my favorite right here, okay? Fucking Randy Orton fucking nails Mick Foley. Right? And then here comes another guy. Here comes Nunzio. Okay, while Mick Foley's pounding on Orton, right? Fucking, he gets the mandible claw on Nunzio for coming out. Nunzio, as the boogeyman called him. And then fucking Randy Orton low blows Mick Foley and runs away.
And so we're going to get into the number 30 spot.
Yes, the number 30. Here comes number 30, Goldberg.
You
tell me what my favorite was before. I know this is before the Rumble, but was the fucking interview that Brock Lesnar did with Goldberg. You should be interviewing me. I defended my WWE Championship
against Hardcore Holly,
right? And then my favorite, Brock Goldberg. You don't put yourself over Brock.
You don't put yourself over Brock. Ain't that right, hardcore?
And, yeah, ain't that right, hardcore?
And he started looking around and shit because
And you want to call Mick Foley a coward? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
And then here comes Goldberg. And
he starts eliminating.
There goes Billy Gunn. There goes Nunzio as Nunzio.
Yeah.
And and there goes Charlie Haas. All the wikis. Basically.
All the wikis.
And here comes Brock Lesnar. He runs in the ring. F5.
Hit him with an F5.
Hit Goldberg with an F5. Almost like fucking 20 years later, or whatever the fuck it's been. 18 years later.
And fucking Goldberg with
Goldberg, right? You're next, you son of a bitch! And his fucking long beard touches the rope.
Yeah, he goes, you're next, you son of a bitch! It's hilarious.
And then Kurt Angle dumps Goldberg out because he was distracted with Brock Lesnar.
And then, of course, this is the one where Big Show talks.
Yeah, Big Show. You can hear it in this, too, by the way.
They're all around Big Show.
They're all around Big Show. Cena out first, RVD second.
Yeah, there goes Cena.
Which it looked like he hurt his knee.
Yeah, it looks like
he blew his knee out. He had to.
And then there goes RVD.
Yes.
And then the final four is Chris Jericho, Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, and Big Show.
Yes, and Big Show choke slams Chris Jericho out of the ring. Yep. He's eliminated. And then Kurt Angle gets Big Show in the ankle lock, and he rolls over the top rope, and Kurt Angle goes out.
The Angle gets out.
And so we're down to the Big Show and Chris Benoit.
And Big Show ends up grabbing Chris Benoit like this, is about to throw him over. Benoit gets him into a front face lock.
Yes.
And holds on to it, gets behind the rope.
And Big Show leans over and goes over the top rope. And Chris Benoit wins the Royal Rumble at number 1.
Entering number 1, even though WWE will not acknowledge Chris
Benoit's
Benoit's
you can acknowledge it right here, bitch.
Yeah, right here on Wrestling Rampage, we're going to acknowledge it. This is the second time in history a person has won it from the number 1 spot.
Yes. First was Shawn Michaels in 95.
And then, Chris Benoit celebrating in the ring. And then we fade to black.
Yes.
WWE logo. That's the end of Royal Rumble 2004. Now, one last extra that you can have on this DVD is there's a Triple H and Shawn Michaels aftermath from their match where you see them getting carried out. And I wish they did this a lot more.
Yeah, I wish they did too. You know what my favorite was? Fucking Triple H, he's...
I can't feel my face.
No, before that.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking... Does this seat angle? Doc, does the seat angle? No. Well, lay me back down there.
Yeah, lay me back down there. Right.
And then fucking guy wasn't even holding Triple H's neck and fucking Ric Flair. Watch his neck, damn it!
Yeah, watch his neck.
You're gonna break his neck.
Yeah, watch his neck, damn it.
And then
what's wrong? What's wrong? I can't feel my face.
I can't feel my face. And you know what my favorite was?
And then Sean's in the next one.
Sean's in the other cubicle, right? And fucking Triple H accidentally throws the goddamn curtain back. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Right. Sean's like, I can't put my knee down. Ah!
His back was hurting. They put their bodies on the line in that last man standing match.
And then Philly at the end had a fucking bolt.
Yeah, they had a fucking bolt by booing them. When they put on a great fucking, probably the best match out of Royal Rumble. They got the best match out of Royal Rumble next to the Royal Rumble match. And they're booing it. That's how bad Philly is, okay? Philadelphia, you have nothing to cheer for, so why the fuck are you booing? Fuck, this is the same team that you got the 76ers that don't go nowhere, bitch. And you got the Eagles that are going to lose the Super Bowl. Let's go kid ourselves. Yeah, and you got the Phillies. Where do they go? And you got whatever fucking hockey team you're on. I don't give a fuck. I don't watch hockey, so who cares?
But that was the end of Royal Rumble 2004. Yeah. Great pay-per-view. I really enjoyed. This
was a good Royal Rumble.
Matches you could pass, most definitely. Chavo and Eddie.
Yeah, it was all right, but it just wasn't that good.
And then Brock Lesnar and Hardcore.
Yeah, those are the matches you can pass. Okay, the rest are really decent.
Yeah, are really decent. Of course, the Last Man Standing match in the Royal Rumble or the Crown Jewels.
Yeah, like I said, the two matches that you could pass are probably Chavo Guerrero versus Eddie Guerrero and the WWE Championship Hardcore Holly versus Brock Lesnar.
And that's the end of the WWE Royal Rumble 2004 DVD review, as we're going to go on to the next one for you guys, No Way Out 2004.
So stay tuned and watch No Way Out 2004.
That's right. Make sure you stay tuned. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlingRampage2. If you want to have me or Tommy on Facebook, add us as friends. I'm Joey Flatt. He's Tommy Flatt, F-L-A-T-T. And follow us on Twitter at WrestleRampage. If you want to send something for Mailbag Monday, you guys can always do that as well through our P.O. Box. Joseph Flatt, F-L-A-T-T, at P.O. Box 6005 in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, 42702. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to one of the best damn wrestling YouTube channels going today, Wrestling Rampage. Tommy, why don't you take it away?
If you don't subscribe right here to Wrestling Rampage, then I guess you just don't know wrestling.